Hi there, Tammy from Stampin' Savvy. Thanks for joining me. Today I've got a fun project just in time for Father's Day. It's an origami-inspired men's gift card holder that looks like a men's shirt. So you open it up and it has a slot here for the gift card and it's designed to sit upright. So let me show you this one. This is using the Tranquil Textures Designer Series paper. It's a new paper that just came out June 1st. There's the gift card holder. Fits right down in there, a spot for a sentiment and a place to sign. Fits right up underneath the collar. And then again, it just sits up like a card. Really simple, quick, easy, and fun to make. So let me show you how to do that. So what we're going to need is we are going to be using our Stampin' trimmer and a 6 by 12 inch piece of Designer Series paper. You're going to want to have a pencil and your bone folder, and then we're also going to need some glue dots and some snail adhesive. So glue dots, snail adhesive, and your bone folder. So okay, we've got a 6 by 12 inch piece of paper. So what we're going to do is we're going to make our first score at 4.5 inches. And then we're going to come down and we're going to score at 1.5 inches. So the 4.5 and the 1.5 are on the short side, the 6-inch side. And maybe that's a little bit better. Actually, we'll work off of that side so that you can see that a little bit better. Okay, now we're going to rotate it, and on the long side, we're going to score at 4 inches, 5.25 inches, and then I'm going to come up here to 6.5, and that little mark that's right in between on the bar, that's 6.5. Okay, so let's do 6.5. And then we're going to come all the way to the end, and we're going to use the mark that's on the right side of our blade line, and we're going to mark it at 3/4 of an inch, and we're going to score that. Okay, now from the opposite end, so there's the 3/4 inch here, so from this end right here, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and going to line it up here, and we're going to mark it at the 2.5 inch. And all you need to do is just do a little tick mark there, and then just kind of follow that line down and be a tick mark there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go from the outside tick mark to the score line that's right here. We're going to do a diagonal line here. So from the tick mark to the score line, oops, here and here, line those up in the groove. Sorry, you won't have that problem. It's hitting my my video equipment here. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing from this side. We're going to go from that tick mark to that score line there. Whoops. This never seems to go easier when you're on camera. Okay. And with the exception of 2 more score lines we're going to do at the end, we're going to go ahead and set our paper aside here. And now you get to decide on which one that you want to be on the outside and which you want to be on the inside. So since it's easier to see the score lines on this side, but that's kind of cool in that pattern, let's go ahead and we're going to do it this way. So now what we're going to do is on the 2 long sides, we're going to go ahead and use your bone folder for that, okay? And then there's our diagonal lines, and they're going to go fold it out. Okay. And because we did these, it just makes them really nice and easy. Because we did these on the trimmer and I boo-booed, it just makes it nice and easy. Okay, now for the first, that's the 4-inch mark that we had made. It's going to go up. Okay, this one is going to go back. Flip it back over, and then that's going to go back towards you. So what you've done is you've created an M. You can see that, and that's the part that's going to sit. So now you can see that is the front of the card. This is going to get folded back. Okay. And because we're going to be going through 2 here and actually 4 here where the collar is at, we're going to take this back over to our trimmer, and we're going to use our trimmer to score these lines. So what we're going to do is grab your pencil and just pick a line. So if you can see, I'm just going to use the 2 right here, and I'm going to line that center fold place there with that. And then on either side of that line, I'm just going to put a tick mark, a 1/2 inch on either side. Okay, so there's the center where I had it, and that's a 1/2 inch, and that's a 1/2 inch, if you can kind of see that there. And then we're going to rotate it this way, and sorry, let's turn it this way. And we're going to put it at 2 inches, but we're not going to score it. You're just going to mark a little tick line there and there. Okay, now we're going to take and we're going to line that tick mark and that tick mark, which is, oops, I'm sorry, there's the tick mark there, hard to see. And we're going to do a diagonal between those two. And you kind of just do that a few times since we're going through so many layers. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing this way between the tick mark and the tick mark. Okay, and then those are going to fold in. And voila! That's your collar right there. That's it. That is the card right there. So let's set this aside. Okay, now go ahead and let's grab your glue dots, and on the inside corner here, okay, we're going to use a glue dot there, and we're going to apply a glue dot here. Okay, that just kind of helps that to stay down and in place. And then the front of the collar still is loose. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing to just kind of hold these in place. So kind of about there, we're going to put a glue dot, and here we're going to put a glue dot. Okay, so let me bring this one back in here, and I'll get the gift card out. So this is where the gift card is, and you don't need to glue any of this down because the folds will keep that in place. Okay, and then to finish this off, what I've done is I have taken the largest oval from the Stitched Shapes framelit set, and I ran it through the Big Shot and cut a piece of Whisper White cardstock. And I am using the Treat Yourself. It's from the Picture Perfect birthday set. It's the Treat Yourself right here. And this is shaded spruce. So let's go ahead and just do a quick there. Set that aside. And then let's just take some snail. Okay. And that's just going to go right there in the center. Okay. Now, go ahead and fold it up and slide your front up underneath the collar, just like that. That's how it's going to sit. And now, if you've got a button box like I do, I keep assorted buttons. True Gentleman also has some buttons that you can use. So we're going to go ahead and use these. Bring your glue dots back in. And then starting at the top here, go ahead and put one at the top. One kind of, just try and get them lined up. And our last one is going to go right here. And there you go. There you have it. All ready to give. Place for you to sign. Slip your gift card in. Is that just not too cute? I hope you enjoyed this project. If you need a Father's Day card, I hope you enjoy making it. Until next time, thanks for watching. Happy stampin'!